designs. Add life to the outside of your home with great new garden furniture available now.
Feel like you're just moving dust around?
Don't pick it up. Pick it up.
Introducing the High Performance Cloth from Scotch-Brite. Its unique microfibers lift and capture dust and fingerprints.
Don't smear it up. Clear it up.
Use the High Performance Cloth over and over.
Toss it out. Wash it out.
The new High Performance Cloth from Scotch-Brite.
Don't pass it up. Pick it up.
Another 3M innovation.
Market Fresh value this week.
At J&J Fruit, Pink Lady apples just 99 cents a kilo. From Market Gourmet, fresh chicken drumsticks $1.99 a kilo. At Blue Seas, calamari rings $4.99 a kilo. From Tom's Superfruits, peaches only 99 cents a kilo. And at Natural Living, Nature's Own Garlic plus C and horseradish, 100 tablets $11.80, save $7.90.
Belconnen Fresh Food Market's value.
Be at the huge two-day auction this weekend at Exhibition Park. Over 1,000 lots including furniture, cars, boats and bikes, new fishing equipment, major works of art, antiques and collectibles. Don't miss out. Viewing Friday 4 to 7 p.m. Auction starts 11 a.m. both days this weekend.
It's time.
The actors are here to audition for the part of you.
For Mr. Burns, the movie.
Excellent.
Next.
Excellent.
Next.
Exactly.
The Simpsons, 7:30 Friday on 10.
Time for the two-legged and four-legged fillies to shine on the third day of the Foster's Melbourne Cup Carnival for the year 2000 Crown Oaks Day. Runners are at the gates for race 2 and they're about to move in at the 1600 metres. Number 1, Della Vista, is the scratching here. A field of 12 to run. And just take us through your trifecta again, Jen.
Well, I thought Tampico had a very good chance in this race, Peter. I don't think his form has been as bad as it does appear on paper. Number 3, Classic Secret for second, and number 2, Ekalaka for third.
There is Natural Willa on Classic Secret, out behind the gates, about to move in. A short time ago, he caught up with Mark Aston.
Yeah, look, the horse is racing very well. He ran up to win the race at the Valley last start and just faded on his run a little bit. He needed it, and today over a little bit further and good track. I expect him to be very hard to beat.
Just broken out a bit there, Classic Secret, out behind the gates, and it is very humid conditions here at Flemington today with the lid on the racecourse, the grey clouds, and a few of these horses may have been affected by the sticky conditions, Rich.
Well, they should be fairly able to cope with it. They are experienced horses, not like they're 2-year-olds. They're not mares, all of them.
Yeah.
I think we'll have to allow for that today when we're looking at them too, Rich, don't you?
Yeah, I think you can allow them to sweat
up today.
Yep.
Let's go down to the betting ring. Last minute update with Tim Gossage. Timothy?
Classic Secret will still jump the favourite, Peter Donegan, but there is money down the bottom for number 13 at big odds, Triumph. Also Tampico spec'd at each way odds as well, but the favourite, number 3, Classic Secret.
If you're just joining us, the first went to True Jewels, which paid around $14 on Super Tab. So yet again, the bookmakers have continued their run. I said to David Hooks and Gerard Healy on Melbourne Radio last night on 3OW, the only favourite to win this week's so far was George W. Bush at the time, and now maybe even he's been bloused.
There'll be a protest there too.
Bobby McCaskill, the starter's up on his platform. Let's go up to Gary Willits and Dan Malicki in the commentary box.
Thank you, Peter. Bold led the last one to join them. Goes in now. They're set to go for the Maker's Mark Plate 1600. And they're racing. Prospector's Dream away okay. Kalaka perhaps a little bit slow, but may have been so desired. Tampico, Blackbeard are all drifting back, likewise Bold led. And Inkamala in the second half of the field. It's Tampico going by the 1400 metres. It has the inside running at the moment, Tampico, and it's wanting to lead the pace pretty good in the early part. Going up outside of it was Straits Code, so it takes a length lead on Tampico. 2 to Classic Secret, Prospector's Dream fourth. Ruling Regent up to fifth, one off the fence, and then Never Dull, then the grey Inkamala midfield, 1.5 to Ekalaka and De La Van. Then came Tampico, who's over on the inside. Now Bold Laird's about fourth last at the moment, and Blackbeard is at the tail of the field and would be 12 lengths off the leader, Straits Code. The rank outsider in the field is the leader by 2 lengths. Triumph is running second, then in third spot Prospector's Dream. Back in fifth position up to the bend was Ruling Regent. Classic Secret's running fourth outside Prospector's Dream. Then Ruling Regent, Never Dull over on the inside from Inkamala as they work their way around the turn. Next would be Ekalaka back on the inside of Tampico. Bold Laird wider, then De La Van and Blackbeard last. Turning into the straight, Straits Code and Triumph are together from Classic Secret. Then Prospector's Dream, 2 lengths away, Ruling Regent from Inkamala. Triumph went to the lead, Classic Secret after it. Ruling Regent lengthening now. Ekalaka running up behind them. Classic Secret drew level. Never Dull trying to get out. And Ekalaka switching back to the inside. It's Classic Secret, Prospector's Dream. Never Dull getting out. Ekalaka late on the inside. Ekalaka's driving through on the rails. Ekalaka hits the lead from Classic Secret and Ekalaka wins it. Ekalaka's got through on the inside to win from Classic Secret and Never Dull. Then Prospector's Dream and Triumph. Tampico, Ruling Regent, then Inkamala. Further back, Blackbeard from Bold Laird, De La Van and Straits Code dropped out of it to run last.
Ripper ride by Paddy Payne. Wasn't a lot of room in that side. That last 200 metres, he switched over the back of them and got that beautiful run up on the inside to grab the prize. Wouldn't have been a lot of room, Dan. Great ride. Very, he's one of the best riders in Australia, Paddy Payne. Just wait. There's the photo.
So the numbers will be 2, 3, 9, and just missing out on the place was Prospector's Dream. A lot of chances at the 400. They all seem to have their hope, but the horse with the shortest passage through was Ekalaka, Gary.
Yes, and saved a lot of ground. Didn't spend a penny getting that run, and that's what's won it for him. Here they are here. He's angling for that run, arrowed on the inside. There's a wall of them in front of them. He just has to wait for that little bit of run. Run's just appearing now. He'll drive through. It'll be a good one to see from above this one because it's a good ride. He's still about a length behind them. Just gets the run through now, right on the inside there. Great run. Well, Mark Aston, I think you've got a happy trainer or owner with you.
I have. I've got Brian Cox. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he loves his country cups, but he obviously loves Flemington here.
He loves Flemington. We've had a few problems, and you can see the horse. I think he's pulled up sore this end. I just see him trot back this end.
And he pulled up sore. He just jarred up last start, didn't he?
Yeah, he's jarred up. He's got a lot of bad feet troubles, he has.
And what now for him?
Don't know. We'll see how he's pulled up.
OK, well, you're happy he won, but obviously some concerns. But congratulations on his performance.
Yeah, if I can get him 100% fit, we'll go a bit further.
Good on you, Brian.
Thank you.
Good win there, Pete.
Was a good win, but we'll keep an eye on that horse. There he is coming back now with Patrick Payne aboard, riding for luck and getting the rails run through along the inside. There's the official finishing order in the second, with Ekalaka defeating Classic Secret and Never Dull. What did you make of Tampico, the one you selected, Jen?
Well, didn't have a lot of luck in the straight. Probably got a bit too far back. That's it in the yellow colours with the black sleeves there. Chrissy Muntz on board. And you can see that horse leaning in on it, but I don't know that it could have won. Maybe a place.
And you can see Ekalaka switching right across the heels. Not much of a run there. There's only, well, 3/4 of a run there at the moment, and Paddy Payne is making it a run as the other horse comes off the rail a little bit. So it was what you would call a needle eye opening to begin with, Letzi.
Well, it looks like the inside of the track, Pete. Geez, yeah, it's racing well, isn't it? The horses on the out, none of them were making ground.
Rail out 6 metres today.
It's also that's a bit of a lucky ride too. That gap could have easily closed, but good luck to Paddy. He's pulled the right rein.
Yeah, you've got to back your judgment in those situations because if you win, you're a genius, and if you get beaten and climb over their heels, then you're a mug. The glorious uncertainty of racing. We'll take a break after the second and come back with the weight signal and the dividends right around Australia. Connections of Ekalaka, and they've got the pink colours on, and so did Ekalaka. It would have been a popular victory today, and there they are in the winner's circle at Flemington on the third day of the Melbourne Cup Carnival for 2000. Pink is a very popular colour. Apparently it's the new black this year, so they tell me. Jen, do you want to get involved in that?
No, thanks.
No, I didn't think you would. Des Gleeson about to give us the correct weight signal after the second. And for the umpteenth time in this carnival, we get it. Correct weight is there after the running of race 2 for the placings of 2, 3 and 9. Dan Malicki has the dividends right around Australia.
Yes, Peter, and good to see a single price win of $552 for Ekalaka, $170 Classic Secret, $250 Never Dull, Quinella $12.30, Exacta $31.50, the trifecta $120, running double 10 and 2 $109.80 on the second event at Flemington. Tim?
Yeah, Dan, bit of specking for that one late too, Ekalaka, but the favourite, the beaten favourite was Classic Secret. There was good money for it throughout as well, and I agree with Jen, Tampico was very, very unlucky. In the third, Coat Tuggers are out. Peter Donegan, number 16, Lungano, from a big betting stable, they tell me, and it will be heavily commissioned in the ring in the not-too-distant future.
Oh, there you are. We can just about see you now. Thank you. Tim Gossage in the betting ring, and he will be off to the tailors this week because the Coat Tuggers have been really getting to him. Sleeves are falling off, the jacket's coming apart. The Moet and Chandon race number 3. Favourite is number 4, and that is Brock and Roll, and I thought it was just about my best for the day, Jen.
Peter, I have to agree with you there. I thought its win up at Doomben was terrific. Won by 6 lengths there, and a good run last start too at Caulfield. So going to be hard to beat in this.
All right, what did you come up with, Rich?
Well, I've gone with Lungano, the one that Tim thinks will be heavily backed in the ring, so that's giving me some confidence. Number 16, Lungano.
Say a road for you, Letty?
Yes, I like this horse. A nice gate. Glenn Boss to ride. I think it'll be very hard to beat.
Well, a good push from the tipsters here for Lungano. Number 16 to be ridden by Damien Oliver for Danny O'Brien here at Flemington. There are the selections from the panel for race 3 on the card. The Strathfield race predictor for the 1400 metres of the third event. We spoke about the importance of the barriers in race 2. Well, it's certainly important here in the third because by this stage of the race, Jen, a lot of these horses might get to the top of the straight and they might have been travelling 3 deep for 1,000 metres.
Well, yes, as I mentioned before, without any cover, it doesn't make their task very easy at all.
Yeah, I was just thinking, you know, horses that do travel 3 deep, they cover metres and metres and metres more than the ones inside them, so they've got to be that much better to just win.
Now, number 11, Rustic Sal, is the predictor selection here from 4, Brock and Roll, and number 12, Say a Road, so a bit of value there. Fashions on the field going on here at Flemington today, as it has been for the first 2 days of the carnival, and today especially. How would you like to be a judge out here today? It'd be practically impossible because you're going to have 100,000 people, probably about 70,000 ladies, and they all look magnificent.
There'll be blokes knocking themselves over to try and be judges here today. I don't think they'd have any problem getting them, Pete.
I didn't say it'd be difficult to get them. I said it'd be a difficult job to pick the winner.
Peter, I've actually given first prize to about 60,000 women already.
And you've been sitting in here, so you've only seen about 61,000. Let's go to the presentation after the running of the second, and here is the chairman of Maker's Mark, Miss Barbara Noble.
Members of the committee, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the directors of Maker's Mark, we are delighted to sponsor our inaugural Maker's Mark Perlatore Cup. And during this marvellous spring racing carnival. As racing is regarded as the sport of kings, the Australian South Sea Pearls, the passion of our businesses, are regarded as the Queen of Pearls. Our industries seem to connect as we both have a passion for beautiful things. Once again, we have been rewarded today with a spectacular, thrilling run to the finish. And I would like to congratulate the winning connections, and I would like to have Helen McPhee accept the trophy on behalf of Maker's Mark and Perlatore. Thank you.
Thank you to Barbara Noble from Maker's Mark Perlatore for the second race and the presentation to the connections of Ekalaka after race 2 here at Flemington. 2 down, 7 to go, including the big one of the day, the Crown Oak Stakes, a little bit later on. I think it's about time I said goodbye to you lot, but as I do, I just want to raise a very unsavoury subject yet again. I was watching Sports Tonight last night on Network 10. You were in a dress again. Now, is this a regular thing? Is this going to happen every year? What's going on?
Actually, I'd left my clothes home.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And I had to get home some way or other, Peter, and that was the only thing that was hanging up there.
Yes.
He looked particularly fetching too, doesn't he?
Yes. He does need to shave
There's
those
more
legs.
to this.
I think he just likes it a little bit too much. It's happening on a too regular basis.
A little too comfortable in
This is only around Melbourne, this television's going in it, of course.
Yeah, and the rest of you tuning in around Australia and around the world, just tune out for a minute. Letty doesn't want you to know about it. Jan, you're the one who should be wearing the dresses. You look lovely. Let's go for a walk and see all the other lovely lovely ladies and the wonderful horses.
Some of the horses as well.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
And Rich, you're going to see the lovely ladies when you've got time, because you're a busy boy actually. For those people who don't know, Richard is hosting a digital coverage which is coming out of Flemington. It's a new thing that we're doing here over the 4 days of the carnival.
Yeah, it's a digital coverage, which is a different sort of coverage, and if you're interested in that sort of technology, you can go to one of the 10 websites and have a look.
Yes, you can indeed, and we'll give you the web address to do just that. It is hopefully coming up in just a moment, but you'll be able to find out more about digital television, and it is www.10digital.com.au. So that'll tell you more about digital television, which is going to revolutionise television in this country. Okay, Letsy, off you go.
Okay.
And see if you can stay in your trousers today too.
I left the right side saddle, I think.
That's enough. We're going. Sandra Sully is about to pick it up down in the Channel 10 marquee. Sandra, hi to you once again.
Hello, Peter. Yes, I'm with Lynn Talbot in the Channel 10 marquee with a couple of new faces as part of the Cup coverage team, Ed Phillips and Anne-Marie Biggert. Great to have you with us.
It's great to be here.
Now, Anne-Marie, you're going to be covering a little bit of the glamour and the fashion. You've been out here over the last couple of days. What are your impressions so far?
I am extremely impressed. Today, of all days, is my favourite day out here because I think you will see terrific fillies on the field and off the field as well. So for the boys, today is the day to get out there and have a bit of a look-see. You won't be disappointed.
Now, Ed, you've got the tough task of finding out the interesting goings-on around the course. Gee, that's going to be hard.
Yes, I liken today to the race goers are a lot like the actual horses competing. They are the thoroughbreds. They're the ones with the stamina. This is virtually the third leg in the human quadrilla this Ladies' Day. So I'm going to selflessly put myself in harm's way and see what mischief I can get up to.
Now, I don't know who you bribed, Ed, and I know that you're eminently capable, but every man at Network 10 wants this gig of all days on Oaks Day, and this is the Ladies' Day. So, gee, you're going to have a tough time. How are you going to fend them off?
Well, I have several black and whites of management, so this is why I get the gig each year. And I'm just going to go out there and have fun and see what happens.
Well, you look after yourself and be careful.
Okay.
Lynn, as always, we've got some fabulous fashion features coming up. Which designers are we featuring today?
Oh, Jane Lamberton and John Cavell amongst them, so that'll be interesting. And, of course, our home viewers can vote for their favourite today for all those prizes. And we'll also see the Maya Fashions on the field in their final today, which is about $130,000 worth of prizes.
Fantastic.
Sorry you can't enter, Ed. You'll be too busy in those marquees over in the birdcage.
I think Letsy's a walk-up start for winning that, isn't he?
I think so. I want to see him in this frock. It's legendary.
Well, as a couple of the ladies said earlier this morning, we'll try to be ever so delicate, but just remember, ladies, today, chicks rule. Ed, I think you just need to behave yourself and try and cope as best you can.
No arguments there, Sandra.
We'll go to the break and we'll be back with more from the team. And, of course, as we go to the break, let's enjoy beautiful Victoria. See you soon here on Network 10.
G'day.
Pictures courtesy of the Hertz blimp. As you can see, this is Crown Oaks Day, day 3 of a fabulous 4 days of racing. The Ladies' Day. The ladies love it, and so do the men. It's no great surprise, I might add. Not at all. Now to the first of our feature designers. We've got 3 each day as part of our Cup coverage. And our first designer today, Amanda Barron. She's one of Melbourne's brightest up-and-coming designers. And her rapidly growing label is winning fans around Australia. Let's see why.
Come on, buzz me up to heaven, baby. Honey to the beat. I close my eyes and I see you clear. It feels like you're lying here. All the things I wanna say come and go. Easy as a breeze, those words just flow. I float on air as any feather. Your love so sweet like an open flower. I'm dizzy from the time we spent together. I need that honey drip every hour. I'm thinking about it, your sugar lips. Got a feeling for you now that's so strong. I'm dreaming of the candy in your fingertips. Baby, don't stay away from it too long.
I started off
off working in retail and did fashion courses at night time. I did pattern making, design, and then worked my way up. I guess I've always admired Coco Chanel because she, you know, the era that she was in and how she worked with new fabrics, you know, really made a name for herself at a time when it wasn't the thing for a woman to run a bit successful business. My Oaks Day outfit is about spring. It's made from silk embroidered with flowers, lilac flowers. The hat's made by Louise McDonald, which has been made specifically to match the outfit.
Amanda Barron there with a beautiful silk embroidered creation. Now, Amanda is the first of 3 designers we will be featuring today, and that is your cue for your chance to win some great prizes. You know, we're running a fantastic fashion competition throughout the week. One lucky viewer each day will win a host of fabulous prizes, including a Qantas flight for 2 to Melbourne, an unforgettable weekend in the Yarra Valley, including a Domain Chandon experience, courtesy of Domain Chandon. There's a gift bag too, and $1,000 spending money thanks to L'Oreal. All you need to do is keep watching Channel 10's coverage of this great carnival. Watch out for our feature designers. Today it's Amanda Barron, John Cavill and Jane Lamerton. And then call this number, 1902 555 966. The number again, it's about to pop up on your screen, 1902 555 966. All you need to do, it's quite simple, is tell us which is your favourite outfit and why. The competition is only open to viewers in Australia, and today's winners will be announced later this afternoon. So make sure you join in because there are some great prizes and loads of fun. Well, Lynn Talbot has been doing the research on what's top in fashion. Let's see who she's caught up with.
At this time of the year, dressing up is the order of the day when we want to look our best from top to toe. And what better place to start than here at the Creator Hat Department at Myer Melbourne. The Creator Hat Department started 10 years ago, and since then, literally thousands of ladies' heads have been graced with these creations. The department opens for about 3 months over the Spring Racing Carnival each year, although the team of milliners starts working as early as July. In that time, thousands of hats will be created using tens of thousands of feathers, flowers and trimmings. Well, Carmel, how many hats have you and your milliners actually created?
About 2,000.
That's extraordinary.
It is.
Of those, no doubt, there's been some very conservative ones and also some over-the-top ones. Can you tell us about those?
We've made lots of feathers. The more feathers and the wider the hat can be, the better. We've also made the Eiffel Tower in feather quills, which was fun.
It'd be interesting to see what outfit that goes with.
Actually, a very suitable one.
Oh, guesses. Now, have you seen an overall trend, though?
Pink and embellishment. More is more this season, and any shade of pink from fuchsia to magenta to the palest baby pinks. Gorgeous colours.
Fashion is the name of the day, and glorious women and their outfits, as you can see, are the order of the day. We'll be back with more of the fashion and the glamour. That is Ladies' Day, Crown Oaks Day 2000. You're watching Network 10's live and exclusive coverage. See you soon. Ladies looking absolutely divine today, turning out in their finest. As you can see, the millinery maestros of Australia are strutting their stuff, and well, some of the men are enjoying the millinery artwork as well. So there you have it. A little overcast today, but it's certainly not dampening enthusiasm. And how can it? This is Ladies' Day, and the men are flocking to Flemington, and why shouldn't they? We're all enjoying ourselves. Well, as as you look for that elusive winner and search the form guide, trying to work out which one's actually going to make you a winner for the day, have you ever given any thought into how the horses actually get their names? Well, Suzanne Philcox, who names all the horses for John Hawkes Crown Lodge stables, has a huge task, but you know, it's also a labour of love.
Yes, it takes about 5 months. I do it at nights and in the weekends when I've got a spare moment, and it does take a fair while. There's about 260 to do every year, so it takes a while.
How did you actually get into doing this?
Oh, purely by default. Nobody else was doing it, and we were getting to the stage where we wanted to barrier trial 2-year-olds and they weren't named, so I had to sort of get started.
So where do you do all your research on the names?
Dictionaries, Roget's Thesaurus, atlases, Encyclopedia Britannica, just depends on what the subject is. I would send in 3 to 4 names per horse, and probably 16 to 20 would get knocked back and I'd have to start again.
What about the fact that you name most of your horses with one word?
Again, that's just purely ease of memory, easier for the staff out in the stables, for John Hawkes, and for our computer system.
Lead in the centre, Waikikamukow right over on the outside, grabbing the lead close to home. Waikikamukow!
His mother had produced 2 very ordinary specimens before that who did nothing, and we didn't think he had much of a chance. And so I said to Mr. Jackingham, well, why don't we just have a laugh about his name if he is going to be coming last? And I showed him the name in writing, and he said, well, what does that mean? And I said, it doesn't mean anything, and it's just the 4 Maori words put together.
There's one particular name that I want to ask you about, Venice. How did that horse get its name?
Yes. She's, by a brief truce, out of faking it, and there was a particular episode on Seinfeld where Elaine Venice goes through the whole thing of telling Jerry how she faked it in bed with him, and of course Jerry's face was a picture as well.
What about Wilburys?
Yes, Wilburys by Octagonal, out of Crying. Because Octagonal was always called a Big O, and in the stable he was always referred to as Orbison, or Roy, I was trying to go on the Roy Orbison connection. I couldn't get the name Roy at all, I couldn't get Orbison. So the next move was, because Roy Orbison was in the Wilburys, use it on that. It's the horse that makes the name, it's not the other way around. Although John Hawkes does always say to me, you've got to get names that are going to do something for the horse.
Suzanne Philcox, what an interesting and fascinating job, and you know, it's something I've always wondered about, so now I know, and now you know. Stay with us here on 10, all the details for race 3 coming up right after the break. It's the Moet Shandon, 1,400 metres. Stay on 10, we'll be back with more. Everyone's enjoying themselves, and why wouldn't they? This is a glorious day in fabulous Victoria. There's Pat Rafter's mum and sister. You know, it doesn't matter from which part of Australia you're from, you're going to at least once in your lifetime try and make it to Victoria. I can guarantee you, you are going to have a wonderful time, and it is well worth the trip. So I hope Pat's mum and sister are having a great time. Now, I know another couple that are having a great time, a little bit of work involved though, and that's Peter and Jenny, trackside with all the details for race 3. Hi guys.
Hello Sandra, and it's great to be back down here again amongst another massive crowd at Flemington, and this race, Jen, is the Moet and Shandon, and there'll certainly be a fair bit of that consumed throughout the day.
I'm sure there will be. There always is on Oaks Day, isn't there?
There is, and we might even manage to get a drop of it ourselves if we can afford it at the end of the day. They're at the barrier for the 3rd race. We might have a look at the tote figures with Dan Malicki just prior to them moving in.
Yes, people, there's only 2 really that are in the market here. Brock and Roll number 4 and 16 Lungano.